What's good, everybody? This is whew, Daniel Fitch, Harlem 19. You know, I got my nicknames. This is my YouTube channel, of course. Welcome. I got all the animations and stuff. You know, got to stay consistent. I just want to post videos just because I have the opportunity to. But this video, I'm going to talk about 2020, New Year's resolutions. We as individuals, we seek acknowledgement. We want to be noticed by a lot of people. But for me, I'm trying to, as I've gotten older over the years, further myself away from people's acceptance. More not trying to be some type of rebel necessarily, but more trying to just do what I have to do. But I will help people along the way to the best of my abilities because that's who I am as a person. But I have to take care of myself, my family, and my personal responsibilities. So I can't necessarily focus on other people and what they're doing in their lives. And you shouldn't want to. But when it comes to like people setting New Year's resolutions, we shouldn't do that. I mean, it's good to set expectations, set the bar high for yourself. But at the end of the day, you can only go but so far with certain resources. I'm not saying, just give up on a goal. You want to make it to that big, high-paying job. That's my goal. But I want to do something that I love, that I enjoy, so I'm not stuck for 20 years, And working at Walmart almost 5 months now, it's like I'm seeing that Walmart's all that they have. And yes, I may have gotten a raise and another one coming up next month, possibly, which is a blessing in itself. But at the end of the day, I want to still focus on what's important to me as an individual, and that's my education. And that's why I'm continuing going to school and working hard. Damn, excuse me, I got this cough. Be careful out there, it's that flu weather. But anyway, you have to set the bar high no matter what. But you want to make sure you're not stuck in a certain predicament, a certain situation, a certain place to where you have no other opportunities open for yourself. So when we set New Year's resolutions, it's like, what's the point if you're not going to stay true to yourself? Just set the bar high for yourself in other ways. Like, why tell everybody what you're going to do? Like, real G's move in silence like lasagna. You know what I'm saying? Like, the letter G in the word lasagna is a silent letter. So you don't really hear it when you pronounce the word, like Lil Wayne said in his verse. In other words, I'm being silly, but you have to move in silence. You can't tell everybody what you're doing with your life because not everybody wants to see you win. People want to see you fail at the end of the day. So it comes down to personal accolades, achievements, and all that. You can't compare yourself to the next man because the next man is not going to have your best interest at heart. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself. Yeah, you have family, friends, and loved ones, but even they could stab you in the back in a heartbeat when the opportunity arises. So you have to be ready for the unexpected. And that's what I've tried to do over the years. I have such a strong will for bad situations that even if something bad happens around me, it's not my fault necessarily, but somebody I know and I get caught up in it. I have such a strong will, like a sense of willpower to overcome that situation when I know that there's something bigger at the end of that tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So when it comes to 2020, it's like, it makes no sense to me why people set New Year's resolutions because they never follow it. And I used to do the same. You follow trends. You're like, I'm going to set a New Year's resolution. I'm going to be a better me. You shouldn't want to be a better you just by a new year coming. You should try to better yourself every single day. Now that I'm 29 years old, it's crazy to think, like, after 25-ish or so, I think Oprah Clark or whatever, he mentioned this, and it's actually true. Your blood cells, like your cells, are dying faster than they're regenerating. So part of you is dying every day as you continue to get older past the age of 25 on. So you have to cherish every day like it really is your last. Be optimistic in the decisions that you make, whether it's school, whether it's sports, whether it's relationships with friends or loved ones. You have to really be ready for the unexpected, because you can't treat every day the same. Every day is a new challenge. And at the end of the days, you have to understand that. So setting this New Year's resolution stuff, it's kind of like, meh, like what's the point? What's the purpose? At the end of the day, all you have is yourself. You only get one life. So you have to really understand the seriousness of that one life that you're living, which is now. I'm blessed to say I'm now in my third decade. I've now entered the third decade of my life. It's mind-blowing to think about, because I grew up relatively poor in an apartment in Harlem with my mother. Single parent household. No shade towards my father. My mother kind of kept my father away from me. Grew up with sisters. I'm an only brother. So it wasn't easy. I was forced to grow up a little faster than I wanted to. The one good thing is about my mother, despite our relationship no longer being that good, is that she gave me platforms, places to go throughout Harlem, YMCA, Harlem Children's Own churches. Like, she kept me involved in things to whatever she was doing, whether it was good or bad. I didn't have to be a part of that, but things still happened. I saw things I didn't want to see. It is what it is. That's just unfortunately the life of a black child growing up in a urban neighborhood, especially New York City. It's how it is now, whether you have both your parents or not. At the end of the day, you have to understand that you only get one life, and you have to cherish that one life with all that you have. You got to make very smart decisions, because if you don't make those decisions, you're toast. Once you're done, you're dead. You're dead. That's it. Whether your soul goes to heaven, hell, whatever you believe in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real out in these streets. A lot of people are desperate in 2020. I don't trust the way things are being ran in the U.S., and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we have to look out for each other. And if you can't even look out for the next man, then what type of person are you? I'm always going to look out for those that I know need that help. I'm not going to, just throw money at people. Damn, this cough is rough. Sorry. But at the end of the day, I understand what's important with my life. I have goals. I have aspirations, which is still goals. It's just a fancy term for saying goals. I understand the seriousness and the importance of being there for other people. So I'm not going to set no resolution for 2020. I'm just going to go day by day, very calculative, like I've always gone for a long time now, up to this point in my life. After I left New York over 6 years ago. So you got to do what you got to do for yourself, for your family even. There's times where you have to make sacrifices, give up items, materialistic type stuff. You have to change the circumstances of your life for a better future outcome. It is what it is. Just for my young subscribers who know me very well, take these words as encouragement. Like, I'm proud of y'all, especially my young boys at the park. Just keep it up with the sports and basketball. Don't get involved with all that gang stuff and all that bull, that BS. Just continue to go to school. Continue to do your thing with basketball, football, whatever you're passionate about. Even my young subscribers or people that's just watching this video who aren't as young as 18 or 20 and below. I'm almost 30. I'm now in my third generation. I mean, not generation, but third decade. That's just that still got me I'm not going to mess around. And that's just who I am. I'm just a hardworking type, because I've been through so much BS that I don't want to go back to that. You have to want it. And the one thing I like about Kevin Love, I'm sorry, not Kevin Love, great guy, but UCLA product, Kevin Hart, is his work ethic. Growing up in Philadelphia, his father was super strict. His mother, she did a lot for him and his brother, but he, as a father of 3, decided, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? I have stepkids, so to speak, but it's deeper than that. They're doing fantastic, I'm going to make sure they're good with all that I have. But as far as looking out for myself, I'm going to continue to work hard at Walmart until I find a better opportunity. I'm going to continue to go to school, prepare to transfer to go for my bachelor's. Like, you have, at the end of the day, you have to have some type of idea what you want to do with your life, because you can't just sit home and play Fortnite, 2K, and all that stuff all day, because at the end of the day, you know, you have to find a bigger purpose for your own life. What drives you? You have to find your passion. Are you good with helping people? Are you good with sports, pets, farming? That stuff doesn't really apply to me necessarily. I'm not the type of person to really be into agriculture, but I am the type of person that could work in a social work environment. I love working in offices. I've done it before for years. Sorry, you're gonna have to get the cough. Me coughing a couple times in this video too. But at the end of the day, you have to understand what's important to you. This is my second video to kick off 2020. I just want to say I'm very proud of everybody that I know. Keep up the great work, but keep pushing. You can't just be content with what you have now, because you can lose everything in a snap of a finger like Thanos. Just continue to work hard. You know me, I'm going to always do my thing with basketball, have my little ball record, got to promote my brands. I'm not doing this for money. It's just, I used to do videos all the time when I was a teenager, and now that I'm older, I want to keep going, but I want to do it on a different platform, in YouTube, Facebook. I've kind of lost a taste for Facebook. Don't really care for Mark Zuckerberg, but you know, I have to still stay in touch with my family and friends. That's the bit least or whatever of that. But at the end of the day, 2020, you want to level up, no matter who you are, whether you're a teenager, you're an adult, you're a middle-aged man or woman. You need to really get on the ball, because we only live one life, and every day you're slowly dying. It's the sad truth. Every day we die as we continue to age, because we continue to decline as we get to a certain point in our lives. You know, especially after 25 for males and females, that's kind of like the peak of athleticism. It's called the prime for a lot of sports athletes. So 2020 is really like a grind year for me personally, but it should be a grind year for everybody, whether it's work, school, play, just something, some type, just reaching your goals. Don't set yourself to a resolution. Just take things day by day. Be very calculative. That's even a term. But just kind of map things out for yourself for the better of you and yours. But that's what I got for today. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter than my usual 15, 16, 20-minute videos or whatnot. But I really wanted to say something since I had a little bit of time today to do so. Much love to everybody. And this is Harlem 19, Daniel's son, H19, whatever you want to call me. And I'm out. Peace. Blessings.